Welcome to the first entry into my video diary. In a few weeks, I'll be jetting off to India for a backpacking adventure. It's the first time I've done any travelling of this type, and there's much to prepare. The first thing I need to do is to start making some money. To begin doing this, I'm going to sell everything that I don't need, want, or use on a daily basis. And that amounts to a lot of stuff. I'll be selling everything from guitar amps to old books, and from mixing desks to my van. Most things I'll list on eBay, but all the junk left over can go to a good old-fashioned car boot sale. I've just dug my passport out from where it's been hiding for the last 6 months or so, and it looks as though something's been spilt on it, and rather than have my visa application refused, or even worse, turned away at an Indian border, I'll send that off and get a replacement done. I've just received my shiny new passport in the post today, which is a relief. They usually say that it takes about 3 weeks to get one of these, but mine only took a week, so I guess they weren't so busy. And now I have to send it off to get my Indian visa. Applying for an Indian visa can at first appear confusing. I applied online by filling in a ridiculously long form in which I had to state my religion, occupation, where my parents were born, where my grandparents were born, and if I've ever been part of a terrorist organisation. After completing the form and submitting an online payment, several documents have to be printed out, signed and sent to the Indian Embassy, along with your passport and a special Indian visa-sized photograph for approval. If you've done everything right, then you might get your passport back, complete with an Indian visa, in a week or so. There's only one thing left to do before I start packing, and that is to get the necessary vaccinations. I'll have needles jammed in my arm for typhoid, hepatitis A and B, tetanus, diphtheria, polio, and 3 shots of rabies. As I'll be carrying my bag almost everywhere, I need to keep the contents to a minimum. A few shorts and t-shirts, underwear and socks, toiletries, sun cream, medicines, basic survival tools, and as I'm an electronic backpacker, I'll have my laptop, camcorder, camera and iPod. The day to start my journey has finally arrived. I'm leaving from Sheffield train station and spending the next couple of nights at Bury St Edmunds with Anna, who's coming with me. From here we travel to Gatwick Airport, where our flight will take us to Istanbul for a 22-hour stopover. We arrived in Istanbul when it was dark. Anna had researched the metro system, so rather than wasting money on a taxi, we felt confident enough that we could get to our hotel by tram. After making fools of ourselves several times with simple tasks such as buying a ticket and going through a gate the wrong way, we arrived at the right stop. Sure enough, at this point we were quite lost. We wandered around for at least half an hour asking local taxi drivers and hotel receptionists if they knew where the Sultan Inn was. Most of the people we asked had very bad to no English skills, but we eventually found a man who would point us in the right direction. We'd walked past our hotel 20 minutes ago. We're in Istanbul. It's quite sunny but really freezing cold. We got here last night, didn't have a clue where we were going. Got on the metro, it was dark. Ended up walking around for about half an hour trying to find the hotel. Almost got a taxi just around the corner to take us there, but we found it in the end. So we're going to do some walking around today and just see a few things. Maybe have something to eat and something to drink. But not too much because it is freezing.
Her sokakta, her mecliste dile gelsin ilki hece.
We spent the day exploring Istanbul until it was time to go back to the airport for our flight to Mumbai. Well, we've just arrived in Mumbai for a very tiring flight. It's 10 to 6 in the morning. I can't hear anything in this ear because it hasn't popped yet. Again. What about the flight? It was tiring, couldn't get any sleep because the chairs were so uncomfortable.
Well, it's about midnight in the UK and about 2 AM in Turkey.
Yeah.
That's what time we're on to.
It feels weird because I can't hear it. So now we're just waiting for our bags to come. Nothing's happening.
That's the train station.
We're close then.
इस कदर तूने सितारों